It's just so crazy to me that no matter how much I talk about how imperfect we are and flawed we are and how we have to show ourselves kindness, no matter how much I speak about it, making mistakes and allowing myself to get things wrong is still something that I really struggle with. I have been pushing myself a lot more recently to try new things, to do things that I know I'm not good at because I was afraid of being bad at something, or I was afraid of being embarrassed, failing at it. It's things I wish I knew when I was a little kid, and then I just became too shy. And so I didn't become too shy. I was always shy, but I just became more self-conscious. That actually is more accurate. So because of that, I stopped myself from doing things that I love. So the reason actually why I wanted to make videos like this about mistakes and failures, yes, it's because I'm on an ongoing journey of trying to get better with making mistakes, but also I have 3 children, and my daughter, I think she misspelled a word. And I overheard her teacher telling her, no, don't erase the word. Leave it right there. Just write the right thing next to it. And my daughter had such a hard time with it. She wanted to erase it, and she kept trying. And the teacher was like, no, please don't erase it. It's important for you to leave your mistake there. So when you write the right word next to it, you see what you did wrong and you see what's the right way. And as I was hearing her say that, I was like, oh no, I hope my daughter isn't like me and just not allowing herself to be flawed. That was my first thought. But my second thought was, why am I so afraid of making mistakes? It's not that I have this expectation that I am perfect. I'm not, and I know that I'm not. I was just so why is it just that I don't like when I make mistakes? I don't like when I get things wrong. I am so hard on myself about it. And then as I was thinking and saying those things, I realized that's why. It's not that I'm avoiding the mistake. I am avoiding the treatment of myself when I make a mistake. Think about that for yourself. Is it that you really genuinely don't like to get things wrong? Or is it that you don't like how you treat yourself, how you think about yourself, how you talk to yourself, how you categorize yourself when you get things wrong? Is it more that you are escaping or trying to minimize the treatment of yourself by yourself? For me, that is absolutely the case. And so I'm working on these 3 things. 1, when I make a mistake, I am consciously and out loud saying to myself, that is okay. It's no big deal. You're fine. You're not perfect. You're allowed to get it wrong. As opposed to what I used to do, I would be, and I'm using past tense, but it literally is ongoing. I do still sometimes do this, where I'm just I'm why? How? Of course you did. Of course you did, Cheryl. Of course you did. So the first thing that I'm working on doing, that I'm doing for myself, is I am consciously telling myself it is okay and letting myself settle into it was just a mistake. And then another thing that I'm letting myself do, something I learned from my daughter's teacher, is I'm not letting myself run and hide from it. So if I make a mistake or if I do something wrong, it's not erase, pretend it's not there, looking around, did anybody see me? It's no. I'm not erasing. I'm allowing it to be there. 1, to show more examples of us being imperfect. We need more flawed examples in this world. Not that it's okay to we should just screw up everything, but what I mean is that none of us are exempt. And so you're not more flawed than anybody else. It's just that other people aren't showing their flaws as often as you are seeing your own. I don't want to pretend things never happened or I didn't do that, or I'm just like, like, oh man. No, like, I don't want to erase them. I made a mistake. I don't know. I just want to have that acceptance and that peace about it, because I won't make more mistakes unless I give myself proof that I have made mistakes and survived them and learned from them, and so it's okay. If I don't have that proof, if you don't have that proof, you will not allow yourself to make more mistakes, which is what is essential for us to grow. So I'm not erasing them. And then I'm trying not to erase them. And the third thing that I am doing is that I am allowing myself to start things with the expectation that I will get it wrong, that I will make a mistake at some point. And what I mean is that is my expectation. I expect this to happen. I am working on not walking into situations or starting things with it's gonna be wonderful, it's gonna be perfect. No, I'm not having these standards for myself. Absolutely not. And I'm saying it because I am also reinforcing it for myself. No, we are not gonna have that standard anymore. When we start things, we are gonna start with the expectation that there will be mistakes, we will get things wrong, and we will have that expectation so much to the point that if that's not happening, we have to adjust. I am trying to create for myself that type of standard so much that I question more when it's not happening, more than I question when it's happening. What we have said to ourselves about the way we should be living and the place we should be at in life, all of these things shackle us and we put it on ourselves. No, that's why it's boldly flourish. I want us to bloom and blossom in our life. I actually made something for us about making mistakes and allowing ourselves to be okay with making mistakes. The idea is that we are going to show ourselves so much more grace, so much more kindness, so much more love when we make mistakes, because we know that we will learn and get better. I will actually put a link for the free print in my description. We're working on this together. This is a bonus thing that I just thought of, is not only to watch how you're talking to yourself when you make mistakes, but how you're talking about other people when they make mistakes. I do believe that some of the most critical people are also some of the most insecure people. We may not say it to the person, but in our brain, we're thinking the way I am approaching other people and their flaws is also going to mirror sometimes how I treat myself. So it's a two-way thing. I'm going to watch how I talk to myself, but I'm also going to watch how I'm thinking and talking about other people too, because I think that it's related and it ties together. So that's a bonus tip for you. But thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Let's make some big mistakes and learn from them and grow from them. I'll see you in my next video where we talk a bit more about a huge failure that I made in my life and how I learned from that. Take care. Finish.